Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm really happy to be back in this chair and to be sitting here with you guys. I put out a video Wednesday, but that was pre-recorded, so I actually haven't really done anything all week and I feel lost without you all, I have to be honest. So today I'm extremely lucky that I can share my opinion of rare beauty with you all. So I wasn't sent this in PR. It's also unavailable in the UK at the moment, but somebody very kindly sent this to me from the US off their own back and sent this to me. So I want to give a huge thank you to them. But just before we get into that today, if you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Robert. I'm a professional makeup artist here on YouTube and also in real life. And it's my goal to help you become a pro yourself or just someone who's really good at makeup. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then please consider subscribing. Okay, let's get straight into it. I have a few things here that I'll obviously use. I don't know what I'm saying. Do as I go. Just before anyone comments, yes, I'm extremely tired. For those of you who don't know, I just got a new puppy, and if you've had a new puppy before, this is my second and we were ready for another one, but oh my god, I forgot how tiring it can be. Those early mornings, those late nights of crying, you know, not me, the dog. Well, so just before we test these things, I haven't really watched too many reviews or anything like that. I've tried not to, but I have heard a few things about the products. A lot of you asked me to do a review because it's like, oh Robert, can you review this because this person use this blusher like this or use this foundation, didn't like it, I want your opinion. So I have heard some things about the brand that were favorable and not so favorable, so I'll just give my honest opinion. So the Illuminating Base Primer, let's start with this one first. So I'm just going to do a few little, ooh, oh, it kind of has no smell. So I know some people are kind of outraged that Selena Gomez was going to have a makeup brand. I'm not, of course I know who Selena Gomez is. However, you know me, I don't follow like celebrities or celebrity culture as much. So when she said she was going to have a makeup brand, I was like, okay, cute, that's fine. There's plenty of space in the beauty industry. And you know what? If we're not happy with somebody releasing a makeup brand, if they release makeup and it's shit, let it be shit, let the company flop. What else can you do, you know? And it shouldn't be that much of an issue. And I know some people are like, oh, but they have nothing to do with makeup. Listen, let me take you way back in time before social media. Makeup brands, especially when I worked for MAC, they always had a collaboration with somebody who, you know, knew nothing about makeup. I know it wasn't their own company, but it isn't an uncommon thing for somebody to get involved in it. And especially now, with makeup being so popular, it's a business, it's a good idea, it's a good business investment. And, you know, let's just hope that these companies are making good stuff. And if they're not, we can decide whether we like that company or not with our money. Simple as. Don't let it affect you so much. It's really not that much of a big deal. This is really nice. Where's my mirror? So, first impressions of a primer. Ooh. It's not that obvious on the skin, which I really like. I was under the impression that this primer was glittery. People know I hate glitter, so they were like, oh, try the primer, you might not like it because it has glitter in it, but I don't see that. It's really nice, and you can see on the camera, it's just giving my face like a natural glow. It doesn't have a residue either. Maybe that's because I didn't use that much, but it doesn't have like a sticky residue. I'll be happy to use this on my face if I'm not wearing makeup. It's a nice glow. In terms of finish, it's nice. Let's see how it works under a foundation. So I have two shades here. Let's just talk about this packaging really quickly. I think it's a really smart idea. I really like the packaging. It really stands out. I was talking to somebody on Instagram the other day who was saying how it looks like. Do you remember from Avon? That old packaging? I remember my mum had like, was it a perfume or a body lotion? And it had like a pink ball and then like a tassel. I mean, this doesn't look as tacky. This looks nice. I quite like it. So I'm going to try 180W, or do I try 210N? I guess that's more neutral, so let's give that a tiny go. Okay. The products don't really have a smell, which I do like, but sometimes I do appreciate a bit of a smell. Also, I can see in the product there is some separation there, which tends to be the case, with natural deodorants. I'm just going to shake this. Can you hear that? There's like a little ball inside. It's like with nail polish, if there's a ball inside your product, it means it needs to be shaken up because that ball is there to help shake everything. Okay, let's do this. I hope it's not too dark. I think it might be okay. So, applicator's quite big. It has like that nice doe foot. The thing that's nice about a doe foot is it kind of keeps a bit of a product inside this little middle bit here. So you don't have to go into the bottle as much. Am I being really shit at this today or is it just me? I don't have the beauty blender from this. Okay. So I applied quite a bit on my cheek. I just want to see if it's like buildable or how much product you need. So I put quite a bit of product on my face initially just to see like the fullest coverage you can get from it. I do have a problem with foundations like this, almost like skin tints or like water foundations. They tend to not sit so well on my skin, especially because I have larger pores, even with a primer underneath. They tend not to do so well. So in the areas where the foundation has kind of got a little bit of texture, I'm just going to push with my finger. If you have quite large pores or quite textured skin, whether it's dehydrated or really dry, if you just tap with your finger, it kind of warms up that product a little bit more and makes it look a little bit smoother. I do just want to say as well, for anyone watching these reviews of this brand online, as a fan of Selena Gomez, as in saying if you're a fan of Selena Gomez, it's important to watch these reviews, not with the view of, I want to protect Selena Gomez if somebody says anything negative about a brand. People are trying to put honest reviews out there, don't get angry about it. When I asked if people wanted to see a review of this brand, some people were like, yeah, everyone else is using it wrong, poor Selena, all this other stuff. Other people aren't using a foundation wrong. Maybe they just don't like the foundation. Maybe they don't like the blusher. It's people's opinions. And I'm sure Selena herself wasn't like, oh, everyone has to be nice and everyone has to like everything. So just calm down. Just want to see if I can build the coverage of this foundation a little bit. So that's kind of the most maximum coverage I can do without it getting too textured everywhere. The more I go to build it up or the more product I apply, the more texture I'm going to get. That's just my skin, large pores around my nose, dehydrated around all my creases, and kind of textured around here. So I don't really want to add any more. We'll go in with a bit of concealer. So I have the 210N here, and then I have the 180W here. So I guess they match exactly with the foundation, which is cute. Oh, that's a strange applicator. I wonder why. Let's see. Oh, cool. So I'm just going to be, oh, a lot comes off on an applicator, a lot comes off. I'm just going to apply the concealer where I feel I have a little bit more redness and some blemishes. And I'll also do that under the eye too. I can already feel the, from applying this with the applicator, I can already feel the kind of the texture, and I think I would prefer this texture as a foundation for me. I'm not a full coverage person in any way. I don't like crazy coverage, you know that. So I also have this brush, which I think is really nicely shaped. That's a really random thing to say, but it's very dense. So it's gonna make a really nice skin brush, if that makes sense. So using it for foundation, concealer, if you want a little bit more coverage. I'm just gonna use it to tap with concealer into place. Oh, it's really getting in there. I like that. Yeah. Oh, I really like this brush. Look how quick, it's just, everything's gone on really quick. It's quite a nice, it's long but dense, if that makes sense. I'm getting a really nice quick blend without it being like crazy heavy. It's really nice. I think I put a little bit too much up here. I think I took the foundation, was like, oh my God, it's so natural. And then thought the concealer would be the same. So I'm looking at the texture of my skin. Now I've added the concealer and it's kind of getting increasingly better as my oils kind of get into it. So I'm going to let that brew, simmer, I don't know. So right here we have the blush as well. Okay, this is the blush that a lot of people are telling me about. Apparently it's insanely pigmented. Here's the thing with cream blushes. You should always try a little dab on the back of your hand first to see how pigmented it is, because cream blushes, for me anyway, always seem to be incredibly pigmented, or the complete opposite, like a wash of color. So I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to test a little bit off the shade Bliss, which is this really cool, like, I guess peachy tone. Yeah, that's insane. Okay, there's a lot of color there. So I'm going to kind of just do 2 little dots for now, see how that goes, and then we can add more. You can always add to your makeup. It's very difficult to take away. So just remember that. Oh, this is very nice. It looks more coral on the face. When it's in the packaging, it looks peachier. See what I mean? No, I guess you can't. That doesn't show anything. Okay, so for me, that is enough blush personally. That's 2 dots on each cheek. So that's quite a good amount of color. I'm looking in my monitor here and I really, really like the way my skin looks. This for me is perfect looking skin, like natural, has a shine to it, but not oily. We'll see how my oily skin copes so in a few minutes. That to me looks really, really nice. It's natural, it's a tint of color. It's almost like, could be your natural blush. Like if you were to blush, like, you know, then that's kind of how it would be. Yeah, I like it. So next up, the liquid luminizer. I have Enchant and Outshine, which is like this pink shade and this more golden tone here. Look at that. That looks like liquid gold. That looks incredible. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go for the lighter shade just because my skin is so yellow, when I put on like a yellow tone or gold tone highlighter, I just look like I've turned it into some kind of costume. Okay, so I'm gonna find the light and just do 2 dots again. One thing I do look out for when I'm using like a liquid highlighter, especially over foundation or, you know, just products in general, is whether or not it breaks down the product underneath. I have a tiny bit of foundation kind of breaking down underneath the highlighter here. Not so much on my forehead. Okay, I think that might just be because I have a really oily nose. It isn't helping the situation. I'm just going to take my brush that I applied the foundation with, not with any extra product, and just kind of tap over. That has to be one of the best highlighters I think I've ever used. Look at that. Oh, you know what? Oh my god. I could cry. That's that is stunning. Oh my god. There's no glitter. There's no like shimmer. It's just shine. It looks like my skin has a really healthy glow. I love that. I absolutely love that. That is incredible. It looks like skin. It looks like my skin is shining. It looks like I have healthy skin. In here, it looks really, really pink. Like it's going to be almost like metallic. Visually, it looks stunning. When it's on the skin, I just look like I've had a really good facial. These skin products are really, really nice. The foundation, I'm still looking at it and thinking, but I think maybe it's the primer underneath. As an oily person, primers aren't necessary at all in any way, in my opinion, unless you have excessively oily or excessively dry skin, then they do kind of help. I am excessively oily, so maybe I would use a mattifying primer underneath a little bit more, or something like that, just to kind of help a bit this situation. But yeah, so far, so good. So I also have the Blot and Go, is it called? Yeah. So you have the blotting sheets. When I first saw this, I was really confused. I was like, so where's the powder? Do you have to buy a refill? I believe this is powder infused, which I don't really see, but I mean, let's give it a go. Do I have to do something? Okay, no. I don't like that idea. But, okay. The foundation and the concealer and everything is so liquid and cream based, to then take a sponge that is quite dense and have to push so heavily on the skin to get any product from it. Is it powder infused? I'm so confused. Yeah, it kind of defeats the purpose. Like now I feel like I've taken off some of my makeup. So I also have some of these matte lip creams. You know I'm not going to use these two, so I'm just going to put those straight down and we'll go for a little bit more of a natural shade. Oh, actually, that's quite nice. Tastes good. That's very comfortable on the lip. Very easy to apply. Oh, it feels really smooth. Doesn't feel heavy in any way. Usually, myself personally, I don't like using matte lip creams or anything like that. One, because it's too much color for me on my lips. I personally don't like any color on my lip. A gloss maybe, or a very neutral lip stick. This feels good. This feels comfortable. I'm happy with this. Okay. So there is no, I don't have any of the brow products, so I'm going to just do my eyes quickly so I can have a whole look. Okay, everyone, so that is the finished look with Rare Beauty. I just used my Sigma Untamed palette for the eyes, just to do something natural. Neutral, I should say, to kind of go with the natural kind of Rare Beauty vibe. And I also use these lashes from Jolie Beauty Adriana. These ones are called, and they're cruelty-free, vegan, wispy style. But yeah, they're really, really nice. They're really natural. You know what, I think everyone's version of natural gets kind of warped because they're not natural lashes, but compared to most false lashes, they kind of just give me like a little bump. Okay, let's reconvene and discuss Rare Beauty, eh? Foundation. Yes, give it a good shake before you use it. People with drier skin, combination skin, normal skin, if you want a natural finish, a really light coverage, you're going to do really, really well with this foundation. People with an oilier skin, a more textured skin, use with caution, but use it if you like that really natural shine to the skin, but prep your skin correctly. I think you kind of know with an oilier skin, and same with people with drier skins or any kind of skin condition, you know how to prep your skin correctly for a certain type of foundation. Looks really great on the skin, so I wouldn't give it a total miss if you want natural. Just prep your skin in a way to help mattify your skin. The concealer is incredible. I would actually use that concealer as a foundation, as a full coverage foundation. It blended really, really easy, especially with this brush. The brush is really, really good. I was looking at it earlier and I was like, I don't see why, but now I see why. It really, really pushes that product into the skin without it looking too heavy, keeping it natural looking. I really, really like it. I really like this concealer. I really like this brush. Then what did I do? Blush, stunning. Should I put on more? Let's put on more. Yeah, the blush is really, really, really nice. Do be careful. Gauge how much you think you need. Do a tiny, tiny bit at a time. Like I said, you can build up this product. You don't have to go full on, full in, and put a load of product on. You can do a tiny, tiny bit at a time and build that up gradually when you think you need a little bit more here and there. Just a tiny bit, just work your way up. But I really, really like it. It really blends with the skin, it blends with the foundation nicely. It looks natural, but then of course, it does have a potential to be a full-on blush as well. And by that, I mean full color. I really like that. I'll be using that again a lot, actually. Now, possibly my favorite product I've tried in a really long time, and my favorite product from this is this highlighter. This highlights it just is everything that I personally want from a highlighter. It looks natural, looks like skin, looks like glowing skin. It isn't glittery, it isn't shimmery, it doesn't look like product, it looks like skin. And I think that's the case with the whole kind of skin products from this. It is a really, really nice finish. I'm wondering how this will look without foundation on. Oh, I forgot to do a primer, just to give like a glow. But this is stunning. If you're going to get one thing from this whole brand, this highlighter. Absolutely incredible. I forgot the primer. This primer was good. It gave a really nice glow to the skin. I will be using this by itself when I'm not wearing foundation, just to give my skin a little boost for those days when I'm feeling a little bit like, oh, my skin looks cheap, bad, but really, really nice. I feel like if you have an oilier skin, maybe it's not the best primer to go for. I feel like it didn't sit well on my skin, on my oilier texture skin. I feel like it's very smoothing, so maybe on a drier skin where you have a bit more texture, it might be a nicer primer to use. This I'm not sure about. I really like the idea of taking this around and having it as a quick like touch-up station, you know? I don't like that you have to push so hard on this to get a very small release of powder on top of your makeup that you just spent so long perfecting and doing. It just doesn't make sense to me. The matte lip cream, this is so comfortable. I can't even feel it on the lip. It's a really nice, what color is this? Courage. Stunning. It feels really nice. Feels really smooth. It isn't drying out my lip. There's no gathering in these corners here. It doesn't feel tight. It literally feels like I have nothing on. And it looks like I have nothing on because that's the kind of color I like. But I love this finish. Have I forgotten anything? No. Okay, so overall, Rare Beauty is an absolute win for me. It's a really, really nice brand. It'll be interesting to see what they come out with next. Eyeshadow palettes, more skin products, maybe a foundation that's better suited for an oilier skin, a more textured skin would be really, really nice to see. Those highlighters, I cannot get over that highlight. It's just so stunning. I just think it's one of the best products I've tried in such a long time. Not that everything's been shit, it's just that was really, really incredible. Thank you so much for joining me. I would love to know your opinions on Rare Beauty below. Have you tried it? Have you not, I guess. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for joining me. Please give this video a huge thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you want to see more videos like this, or watch a few more of the videos. Try me out before you subscribe. What day is it today? Friday. Have an amazing weekend. I will see you on Sunday and then Monday, and then I'll get back on track and do my Wednesday, Sunday kind of videos. All right, guys, thank you so much again. I will see you very soon. Bye.